Hi fans, thanks for calling, checking in on the dreaded D-Rose report. And happy holidays to you guys. I know you're going to be busy the next few days, but check in every once in a while. MMA fighter Roy Nelson, he appeared on Inside MMA recently and claimed he's in talks with both TNA and WWE. One of the major sports names that WWE wanted for WrestleMania was Miami Heat player LeBron James, and there's pretty much no chance of him appearing as the Heat has the game that night, same day as WrestleMania. So he's good, but he's not that good to be at both places at the same time. And it's said that's the reason why Miz has cut several promos on TV and in the media about LeBron. And it said also WWE's got other sports stars in mind, but doesn't look like any of them's worked out yet. They'll be promoting as soon as they can. There's talk of some tapings of episodes of TNA Impact outside of Orlando. And the idea is that the majority of the tapings will be emulating still from Orlando, but occasionally the show will be held in other small arenas in other towns. It's thought that the company needs to start building new fan bases in new markets, as well as the idea that the current crowds are getting burnt out. The worry about taping outside of Orlando is attracting similar audiences that's familiar with the product as Orlando fans are, but they could go anywhere they want to, and I'm sure they'll get a bigger crowd if they knew that there was a TV taping going on, as the way that house shows do with WWE. They don't draw near as many. Radar Online, by the way, has reported that Hulk Hogan's recovering well from his back surgery yesterday. Hogan's latest operation was spinal fusion. Ooh. And this is somewhere around Hogan's 10th back surgery in the past few years. TNA put the recent Tara and Mickie James cage match in Impact's main event spot because they felt it would keep audiences watching the show until the end, instead of more viewers turning out during almost any other Impact main event in recent months. Isn't that awful? They got some great wrestling on there, but people turn away on the main event. There's also talk of extending The Miz's title run after the initial plans to give him a short term as champion, but even consideration over John Cena versus The Miz WrestleMania matches, that wasn't even often offered to The Miz initially when he won the belt. But I tell you what it is, I think they want somebody that's a good looking guy, and that they could stick out there in the media instead of like a Gene Snitsky. Making wrestling look like, oh man, but they get, they attract the women and have attractive people, represent the place. That's one reason they had Flair out there, because he was, such a draw and a good PR guy. And as we reported, WWE is very pleased with the media's Miz's media attention since becoming Impact champion. So anyway, John Cena reportedly he's considered for a TV adoption of James Cameron's film True Lies, which currently is being in development. And according to whatsplaying.com, the report doesn't indicate the superstar has been approached or anything, but just as he's on the production star's radar, I guess. Checking him out. Half Pint Brawlers, by the way. Their airing on Spike TV, a few months ago, has been picked up by MTV's Australia, and the program debuts next month. And there was some discussion regarding the health of WWE producer Dean Malenko, but his wife posted on Facebook he just suffered a heart attack and had a stent put in his heart. Many in WWE denied, and he even suffered a heart attack. Alright, remember this? In early 2007, Gene Snitsky debuted a psychotic madman character on World Wrestling Entertainment, Entertainment's now defunct ECW brand. Well, anyway, he drastically changed his appearance for the role by shaving his hair, eyebrows, giving his teeth a dark yellowish hue, and he revealed behind the teeth were yellowing because the appearance. Well, he's talked about the appearance, his appearance on Right After Wrestling radio show. He said, "I hated painting my teeth yellow," and Snitsky revealed, he said, "I had to carry around this vial around that looked like nail polish and get my teeth dry, apply the stuff, airbrush it dry, and it was a pain in the ass," he said. So he didn't like that. Former WWE star also discussed his acting career, including his latest project, Manos, which I mentioned the other day, Search of the Valley Lodge, where he portrays, of all things, a baby killer. Evan Bourne, by the way, revealed on his Twitter that he's about 2 or 3 months away from returning to the ring. Raw superstar had been sidelined since October due to a shoulders injury. Don't know whether he had surgery, but I know he had the injury. As reported earlier, Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio match scheduled for the TLC pay-per-view, the ladder match pay-per-view, was canceled because the men were moved to the World Heavyweight title because they wanted all the major matches on the show to have adequate time. And it's since been disclosed that the officials felt the Kane and Edge storyline wasn't clicking and would thus lead to a bad pay-per-view match. Which everybody that I've talked to on the phone line and on the internet said it was the best pay-per-view of the year, so if you're waiting for the DVD of it, go ahead and wait. Otherwise, don't know whether they do replays all week or not on the cable channels. Pick it up again. They used to do replays and advertise the heck out of replays. They don't do it no more. By the way, David Hart Smith, he's deleted his Twitter account. He said he felt like someone was following him. Nah, he didn't say that, I did. Jerry Lawler's slap on Andy Kaufman's been named the 30th greatest moments in television history, according to Dave Letterman's segment on the new issue of Hollywood Reporter. The moment was featured higher than the likes of O.J. Simpson's case, the fall of the Berlin Wall, and Elvis Presley's debut on Ed Sullivan's show. Didn't know it was that big a slap. Former WWE star Sean Waltman, thought somebody came in. Sean Waltman, he announced that he's going to be hosting a new show on cowheadtv.com on his Twitter page last night. And it's scheduled to debut January 5th. It will be a call-in show with Skype abilities, I guess, interviewing people. Said it's not a radio show, it's a TV webcast. Said I'll be covering everything about wrestling as well as pop cultures and current events. There's going to be clips of some Tosh, Styles, anyway, just all kinds of crap. He said this isn't a video podcast. This will be like a live multi-million-dollar studio, very much like a Howard Stern show on E-television. When it was on E-television. I don't think it's on anymore. Beth Phoenix and Kelly versus LeCool was taped last night in San Antonio for the episode of Superstars, David Hart Smith. I hope nobody's following him. I know they're not on Twitter now. He's taking on Zack Ryder. Uzo's taking on Yoshitatsu. Darren Young were taped Monday in Austin, Texas. Recently released star Luke Gallows, he celebrates his birthday as he turns 27, which I thought for sure he was older than that. He was 23 years old when he debuted as Festus. And former women's champion Madusa, she's relaunched an official website at, believe it or not, it's madusa.com. She also opened up accounts on Facebook and Twitter. Early buy rates, by the way, for the WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view on November 21st is 240,000 pay-per-views to around 250,000, 10,000 difference range. Reports the Insider, which I think was up from last year. And the 12-19 pay-per-view TLC ladder match drew a crowd of 11,500 fans, 90% full, says the Wrestling Observer. They're kind of lax on selling out, you know, especially pay-per-views. I don't know what's going on there. CM Punk is going to be returning to action early in January. No word on yet what happened is going to be happening with him announcing. MVP was told by WWE officials he left on good terms because of the way he handled his departure and would be welcome back in the future as long as he doesn't go to TNA. Then your ass is gone. Undertaker recently started physical therapy on his shoulder and said to be doing well and could be ready for action at WrestleMania 27, but there's no guarantees that he's going to be able to perform. I hope they don't cut him down to where he's like a guest referee. I think that's Shawn Michaels' job. We'll see. Hey, thank you guys for clicking, and happy holidays. I gotta go.